Welcome to Sydney, Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
it's very rare that we see a prominent Indian film director on a international festival circuit, and I think you're starting that whole trend as well. What's your take on that? What is your purpose of joining festivals?
I think festivals for me was very necessary at one point in life because the kind of films I was making in back in the early 2000
Yeah, yeah,
and the mainstream cinema was very different and I was always told that this is not what you're doing is not films.
yeah,
So it was important for me to go to the festival
yeah,
and find an audience
yeah,
and then from outside I came in so which was very important for me. Now it's a thing. Now it's like when you're constantly trying to do something new. It's very important to find the audience worldwide
sure.
and see because now the audience is one
Yep,
because of the
yep,
streaming.
yep, yep. And Western cinema, Hollywood, is looking for brown man stories, international films. You've got movies like Life of Pi, Bend It Like Beckham, Hotel Mumbai, Slumdog Millionaire, which are winning great accolades at the Oscars and great recognition. How do you think we are getting into that mainstream with
I
them?
think there's a massive representation happening across the world
Yep,
of Asians, and it's good for us.
yep,
I think we are finding to bridge that gap that was there,
yep,
and we have to do both. We have to be ourselves, and we have to continue making what Indian cinema always has been,
yep,
with
yep,
ups and downs.
yep.
At the same time, speak to a global audience in a global language.
Sure, sure. You're getting into your earlier journey as well. How has your upbringing and approach to life influenced you in your personal filmmaking?
I was more influenced by things outside of films, so which is why my references, everything is from outside
Yeah,
and not really borrowing from
sure.
cinema one has grown up on.
Okay, okay.
So
Yeah,
that's one massive difference. Second, also because being an outsider, I also know that what exists outside of the system, and
yeah.
that's why I work a lot with newcomers and outsiders.
Brilliant. We saw Kennedy.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved the angle and the story. I probably was mesmerized by the content, and when we heard you at the press conference of Uday Shetty's character and how you brought that into the lockdown, how did the whole idea start? Where did it actually start from?
It started with Sudhir Mishra because Sudhir Mishra back in 2003 hired me to write a script for him,
Yeah,
and his references were of Uday Shetty, who was apparently a real character that I did not know about.
sure. You're right.
Uday Shetty, I found out after the screening because the Indian filmmaker, senior of mine, and also a great colleague and peer,
Yeah.
Partho Gupta, who,
Yes.
who
Yeah.
now lives
Yeah.
in Sydney,
Sure. Yeah.
who made Hawa Nidhi and Sunrise.
Yeah.
And he worked on a film called Rak
Right.
by Aditya Bhattacharya.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he said Rak was also influenced by the myth and legend of Uday Shetty.
Yes.
Uday
Yeah.
Shetty is a myth and a legend,
Right.
and I loved his story, but he was from the 80s.
Yeah.
But one incident in lockdown just triggered off an idea. What if, say, it was nothing, like when the whole Scorpio incident was found with gelatin sticks, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
what if it wasn't just that?
Uh-huh.
What if it was more than that?
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
it wasn't outside the house? There was a
Got you.
purpose to it.
Yeah.
And what if it actually went off? What
Right.
would have gone on?
Yeah.
So all
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
And so putting Uday Shetty in the scheme of things
You're right.
and telling the story of a lot of things that actually we went through the lockdown.
Got you.
In a city like Mumbai, which is very
Yeah.
elite and privileged
Sure.
as compared to people
Yeah.
who were like migrating from cities into the villages.
Correct.
On
Yeah.
which Anubhav made Bheed.
Got you. Got you. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
saying a contrast to that, within the city, within the privileged world,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a dark story going on. It's very
Yeah.
comic book, graphic novelish, very noir.
Wow. Yeah, very noir, and you're big on the noir side of things. Coming to that factor, how was your personal experience? What were you getting up to during the lockdown, and how did the whole thing start?
My lockdown was very bad.
Right.
Because I'm used to working all the time, and I was caught alone in
Yes.
the lockdown.
Yes. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
slipped.
Yeah.
I really slipped.
A lot of scripts, a lot of stories.
No, nothing. I did nothing.
Okay.
I actually did nothing in the lockdown. I put on weight.
Wow.
So for me, now I'm ready for a lockdown. Now in the lockdown.
You
I
want
think
another
I'm really
lockdown? Yeah, yeah. Now, many of your films have a strong political commentary. Now, do you believe filmmakers have a responsibility to address
Absolutely.
political issues in their work?
So film has to. When a film represents the world,
Yeah,
it also represents the social political fabric of the world,
yeah, yeah,
and you can't escape it.
Sure.
When I'm telling a story like Kennedy,
yeah.
it will represent, but it is not about the politics.
Right.
It,
Yes.
rep- it does showcase the social political fabric,
Yeah.
which was at that time also very fragile.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and things were happening.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also a personal story of a character.
Mhm.
It's very, like I said, it's very noirish, it's very graphic novelish. At
Yes.
the same time, it's
Yeah.
about redemption.
Yeah, yeah. Your choice of characters and cast, Sunny Leone and Rahul Bhatt, after a long time. How did that happen?
I work with people who really, really want to do something, and they
Yeah.
both are very hungry for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And they also fit the roles perfect.
Sure.
And they give that kind of a time and they prepped that much
Got you.
for
Yeah.
them to become the character.
What's next on the charts for you? Something international?
Right now, nothing. Right now, I'm just writing a lot,
Okay.
but no idea what is gonna start soon.
Now, in recent years, of course, OTT platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and a lot of OTT channels in India. How do you think these platforms are playing in the finance part of the film industry, and you as a producer as well?
See, they've changed the way people watch films.
Yep.
Uh, Financially, like I always say that it's really there's a lot happening,
Yep.
and not everything works.
Right.
So if there is a kind of a transparency
Yep.
about knowing what really is working, what really is not working,
Sure.
it also makes it healthy in the sense that economically.
Yeah.
But there's also problem of plenty.
Got you. Got you.
The problem
Anurag,
of plenty. There's a lot of things like people not going to cinemas is a worldwide pandemic.
pandemic.
Of the
Yeah,
kind.
yeah. It's a threat. Yeah.
Yeah, very famously Spielberg was telling Tom Cruise in that video that
Yeah.
thank you for saving cinemas.
That's it. Yeah, when it all started back again. Yeah.
It's happening worldwide. People are not going to cinemas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is showing in box office collection even of the Marvel movies and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to save cinemas
Absolutely.
and we need to protect ourselves and what we do.
There's a great conversation. Of course, we are taking this on the forefront to bridge filmmaking in Australia. We've got Hollywood, Bollywood, cinema that comes to Australia, films, and goes back because I believe our rebates are world class.
Yeah.
What can we do to boost the Australian film industry through directors and producers like yourself with our
Like,
content?
I think it's easier because this time when I came to Sydney, I realized there's a massive Asian population and there are lots
Huge.
of Asian stories that can be told.
Huge, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're willing
Which
to
we have
invest
not
your
done.
time and
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If there is a very interesting Asian story, I just recently saw a rough cut of a film Hansal Mehta has made,
yeah,
which is a Asian story set in UK.
yeah, absolutely.
It
Yeah.
is very strong and powerful.
And he's got some great content with Scoop and everything
Yeah,
that's come
he
out
is
through.
very good.
And I think Australia is on the forefront politically. Of course, Modi and Albanese, both the prime ministers, are bridging bilateral trades. And cinema is unfortunately not on their to-do list, and we're trying to push that through with the Indian entertainment industry.
I hope that happens.
And hopefully we can get in touch with you first before we get in touch with anyone.
I hope that happens.
Anurag, thank you so much, and of course, thank you for your time and pleasure. So, guys, with Indus Age and Friends World TV, we've got the maestro, the filmmaker, and he's told us he's going to be back to Australia very, very soon. He loves Australian content and cinema. He's here for the Sydney Film Festival, so we'll be seeing a lot of him in the future as well. And we look forward to seeing you guys through in the future. Take care, and we'll see you guys next time.